What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Something new I'm going to do is kind of break down my archer setup for this year. I've made a complete 360 on my setup. Got a newer bow. I'm sure you guys will see it in the video. And I'm going to make a separate video talking about it. I lack about 2 things I want to do to it before it's fully, I guess what you'd call built or put together. One thing I did learn this year, I'm going to all those shot events, is I went to the Kansas event and tried to do a novelty shot with the hinge release, and I couldn't get it pulled back. Someone tried to explain to me there,
Is that one?
you know, how to pull it back. A lot of people were around, so I was like, I'm not doing this with all these people watching. So I pulled out my release and ended up shooting that shot. I was less than half of a centimeter away from winning. Not winning, but getting entered for that novelty shot. So I made it a point to myself when it came to Oklahoma and we had a booth there that I was gonna learn how to shoot a hinge while I was there. I did. I ended up getting entered. I think it was like out of 15 times, I got entered 12 for hitting the 10 ring. Once I kind of sat there and studied it and didn't have a lot of people around, I understood how you had to pull it back. The way it was kind of in my head, it didn't make sense until I got there and actually got to pull it together, or actually got to pull it back. Look at it for a little bit with not all those people around. Like I said, my groups instantly started getting closer on that shot. At Oklahoma, I think it was 58, if I remember right, and you had to shoot over some grass. You really couldn't see where you're shooting. You just kind of put it there, and once you shot it a couple times and saw where your arrow was, then you kind of knew where to put it. And but anyways, so I got entered. My shots were real close. Every time I do a shot of, I did, I want to say 4 shots at a time, but it might have been 3. It was 4, and I lost an arrow in the lake there, which I ended up finding. And then I was getting entered, you know, 2 or 3 of those times. Every time those arrows were real close at 58 yards. So I was already seeing a difference without trying to keep talking in circles about it. I was already seeing a difference there. I knew I'd want to get a hinge release when I got back. I ended up getting one a couple days ago. It's been raining outside, so I can't do the shooting video of me actually shooting one here, but I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to put it together and kind of why. So I'm going from the knock-on thumb release to a Stan Lynx this year. You guys see it. I'm not going to make different angles on this. I'm just show you guys. So this is kind of what it comes as right here. Pretty simple. With all their equipment, Stan does do a really good job of sending extra stuff to kind of suit what you want to do. So right now it's set as a 3 finger, and it has a small thumb rest. So they send you a bigger thumb rest if you want it, an extension, and then you can also have this extension to make it a 4 finger thumb release. So I've already kind of looked into these. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it the 4 finger. So I'm going to put it together, show you guys in the video how I put it together and kind of how I got suited. I don't really have one of those the practice shooters, so I made one myself. Pretty much it's just one of those workout bungee cord kind of deals. So yeah, oh, and I put a little zip tie on it. That's what, you know, to practice, get your reps in. This is what I've been using, kind of deal. So in this video, I'm gonna use this and kind of put this together to what feels good in my hand, and then I'll make small adjustments while I'm shooting it whenever the rain wants to leave Oklahoma, which could be a couple days. So first off, I'm gonna take this part off and put this extender piece on. It's pretty simple. It's just one little screw, or one little screw, and they send you the Allen wrench for it in this package. Oh, on the Moons, I know they do a no click, and then it's like, I want to say small, medium, and large click before the shot. Talking to a guy and actually listening to several people talk about hinge releases about hunting. Another reason why I didn't want to switch to hinge release, because in my mind, there's going to be hunting instances where I wouldn't be able to get a shot off. But talking to a couple people that are way smarter than me, they were like, listen, we've never ran those instances. I've shot running pigs, stuff like that. So So all right, well, I'll try it. So I was talking to them, and they're like, they didn't recommend the click because you're pretty much not gonna know where to shoot from there. So the hinge release purpose is for the surprise factor, right? So if you put that click in there, it kind of takes away from it. So I'm gonna try it without and see what I think. But here I already took the 3-finger off. You just slide it back on. I mean, this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. And you put the screw back in. If I'm kind of messing with the shop, so if you're sitting at this angle right here, this is pretty straight back. So in my head, my theory, if you're here, you're gonna have to really kind of start pulling back and really have to kind of pull that hand around to make it go off. I don't think I'm gonna like that, so I'm actually gonna angle it quite a bit. Actually max it out to where it's right here. I'll show you guys when I tighten this. So I have it sitting like that. It's more of an angle. Based off shooting this release, my thumb release, I like that, the bigger thumb part. So I'm gonna go put that on with the extension because I think it's gonna be too stubby without it. So that's all. I mean, it's self-explanatory here. It's an Allen wrench screw here and then 2 right here, taking it off and just mirroring it with this setup. There's a little pin in here from a video I've watched that you're gonna have to drop in here, drop in this piece. So if you have one of these or pick one up, you might want that pin because it's very important. People say if you lose it, you pretty much lose your mind if you don't realize there's a pin in there. So see, it already fell out. It's this little guy. Do want to say why I'm doing this. A couple of reasons why I'm doing these videos. I'm kind of new to the archery world. I mean, I've always been a hunter. I'm always prepared myself for hunting situations, but the shot events, which I love shot. You guys might like tack, it doesn't matter. Go out and test yourself at these events. But I've always been a hunter, loved archery. Always thought, you know, well, I have an arrow, it shoots, I can shoot good at 40 yards. You know, shoot softball sized groups with 5 arrows. I don't need to get any better. Well, these events I went to completely switched my mind on that. And then my bow blowing up last year, I was like, you know, it might be a good time to really dive into this, get the setup that I've always wanted, and I kind of take it more serious, so I have. So I'm kind of doing these videos to show you guys, you know, like my growth in it. I know there's a lot of people that don't really like to talk about archery because it's kind of new to them too, so I'm hoping to help those people. And then I'm also looking for people in the comments, if they know more than me and I say something wrong, to correct me. So, and then also right here, these 2 screws, you can see them. I'll move this to kind of rotate it wherever it feels best in your hand. I really like the feel of my knock on. I'm not saying I'm going to completely switch. I'm just going to give this a chance because I've told people I never would. But I really like the feel in this hand when you draw back. So I'm going to try to mimic. That's why I went with the bigger thumb, like I said. So I'm really going to mimic this right here and kind of just lay them down in front of me. And when they look kind of like, that's when I'm going to make this one kind of angled at, if that makes sense. Also, I'm going to try something later, but you can take this part off if you don't really like that, the thumb rest. But I like it for the added kind of place to grip and pull back with these 2 fingers. So that's why I'm going to leave it. I might try it out later, but I also like it because I can use that as an anchor point and kind of a safety net of I always walk through processes when I shoot. Don't know if you guys have watched any of the podcasts or any videos of me saying that, but I always have a process in my head. I go anchor point, breathe, shoot. That's kind of what I go through my head. So when I'm in a situation, I always have that to kind of go back to for muscle memory. So this will kind of, you know, I draw back, it'll be like the same like the thumb release, but I'll probably end up kind of pulling my thumb back a little bit. And then for my pinky, I'll probably rest it. I want to anchor, probably put it on the put it on the release, and then that's when I'll start going through my motion. So that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna wait till I can get outside to kind of change the pressure on it. It seems pretty light right now, but I know when I get out there and shoot, it'll probably be a little heavier. But I'm gonna put it kind of at a midway point, not too heavy, not too light, because I don't want to get back and just barely just be like that and it goes. But I also don't want to sit there and have to rest on the deer and go through my motion and be like, when is it gonna go off, you know? Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna set it up. A little short video show you guys how to set it up. I'm gonna do a side-by-side shooting video. I'm just gonna pick up my bow because I'm pretty much anywhere from 20 to 50 right now. I'm doing really good with this. So I'm gonna, I shouldn't say really good, hunting really good. Target wise, probably not what a lot of people wanna see, but definitely good enough to go out and pretty much shoot anything I wanted. I'll definitely do a side-by-side video like I said with self-training. Just pick up the bow, shoot 4 arrows with this or whatever release I pick up first. Show you guys that group. Pick up their release, shoot 4, and then do that a couple times, a couple different distances, and see what I get. I'll show you guys a little bit about the bow. The only thing I really lack that I'm really excited about is my strings for Unbound Archery. You guys should check him out. Nick is an awesome guy. We talk all the time about stuff. He's very helpful. His strings are, from what I've heard, I have never used them obviously, but his strings are first class. So definitely check them out. We've done podcasts with them. But I'll see you guys when it stops raining here in Oklahoma, and we'll be shooting these 2 bad boys. All right guys, welcome back. It's actually the day after. Lucked out, the rain is not coming through yet, so I'm gonna try to get this video done for you guys. We got both releases. We got the thumb release and the hinge release. I got 5 arrows. I got my GoPro on the target. So we're gonna do groups of 5, pull and do another one. I'm gonna start out with the thumb release. I'll go to hinge release. We'll see what it looks like. I haven't shot the hinge much, so you guys might laugh on that one. So be prepared. So be prepared for that. So first one, we're gonna do thumb release. I'm also right at 20 yards just to kind of keep it close for now. Like I said earlier, you guys can peep the new bow. I'm gonna do a whole video about it when I get my last final touches on it. But you can guys kind of see it here. I know it's just a lift, but it's exciting for me because I've never really built out a bow, so or put a new bow together. So I'm very proud of this one, and I'm getting really good at shooting it. So I think it'll be a game changer this year for those longer shots and for the competitions we go to. So all right, here we go. First 5. I've been shooting really good with the thumb release, so I don't really know why I'm changing it, but I kind of want to test myself. But what I did is I shot the first arrow, put it where I wanted to, and then I aimed for it. And the GoPro will get the group there, but I'll take this camera with me too. So you can see it's not bad, kind of spread out, but so for 20 yards, kind of what you want, maybe a little closer, but didn't lose any knocks or fletching, so I'm not going to complain. So let's see what the hinge will do. All right guys, so here's the hinge release. I haven't shot a lot with the hinge release, so don't judge me. Don't really know what's gonna happen, but pretty much I think I have the hang of it now from the shot, from that novelty shot I told you guys about. So we're gonna put 5 groups or 5 arrows in to see what I can group them at. First arrow. Shot right. I don't know what happened there. Bottom right. stack those two pretty much on each other. Don't really know on that one. So I'm shooting a little lower at this. I bet it's because it's kind of different knocking point for what I have to do. I think I heard Fletch. I mean, I think I'm stacking them right on each other already, so see you when we get down there. I pulled that one. That one was on me. I think one of the only things I might do is set this a little lighter. I think that might help me just a little bit, not too much lighter. So let's go see what this group looks like. So here you see those three on the left are stacked. The group's a little bit tighter. The top one and the right one I kind of pulled, but as you can see, I mean, let me see if I can get a little closer. Those three right there are absolutely stacked on the bottom. So that's kind of what I want to do. It's kind of what I'm looking for to see where I'm grouping the best. All right, guys, so I did find one downside to the Lynx is when I did the 20-yard shot, I went inside. I was going to make it a little lighter by using the tools they sent me. Right there, under that blue little knot, or a blue little button deal, there's a small Allen wrench that they don't send. So you can flip around here and make that moon a little lighter, or adjust that moon to make it lighter. So, and it's starting to rain. So I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna put this video together when I can, but I'm gonna go buy an Allen wrench. I don't think I have an Allen wrench set that small. So I'm gonna go buy an Allen wrench set to fit that, adjust it, and then we'll do the 50-yard shot. So based off the 20-yard, what do you guys think? I think I'm already seeing a difference. Definitely think there's gonna be a little room for error for a while with this, until I get it right where I want, and then actually get some reps behind it. But from what I've seen at 20 yards, I definitely think it's worth trying for a little bit. Worst comes to worst, I can sell it and go back to thumb release. That's the great thing about the archery world, is this stuff, if you buy quality stuff, it's not really hard to move. So we'll try it. We're gonna adjust it to where I want. Might put the small clicker on there to kind of go between that level of thumb release to a hinge release. I definitely will get away from that when I can. I might not put it on. We'll just kind of see. Definitely gonna have to start this video back when I can get out of the rain and I can get the Allen wrench to set this, which I'm gonna go get it today when we go to town for some groceries. And yeah, we'll get the video picked up pretty quick. All right, guys, so this morning I shot the 20 yards with the hinge release and thumb release. You saw my group with the hinge release already getting real tight. I knew I needed to do a couple things. I didn't have the tool for, if there's one bad thing about the Lynx, I had to say, they don't have that Allen wrench or that little screw right there. But so I had to run to town. It was raining. Got real hot. It's still really humid and sticky out for a big guy, but I think I'll pull through it tonight. But so I had to go get that to lighten it up. So you got to take that out. That's kind of a set screw, and then there's a screw under here you got to do to loosen up to move or remove the moon. And of course I moved it down a little bit to make it a little lighter. And then I took the thumb piece off for the thumb rest. It was kind of hitting my jaw when I was making that motion. I think I was kind of pulling or something, shooting way left. And I moved my sight a little bit because it kept shooting left there too. So, I'm going to move my sight a little bit. I was shooting left with the thumb release as well. So, that over a little bit. I had to adjust for the wind at the last couple shoots. So, and I haven't came back home and dialed it in with no wind. And tonight there's absolutely no wind, but about 1,000 mosquitoes and locusts going wild. So we're gonna shoot a group of 5 at 30, see if we have enough light, see how the mosquitoes are, move back to 40, but then I'll do a video about shooting long range after this one, after I get my last piece on. So I'll kind of review what my complete bow setup is, and do some long distance with the Hinge to show you guys where I'm at that time. Should be able to have those in the next 3 weeks put on, but let's see what happens right here. 30 yards. Flinched. But dang mosquito hit me in my face when I pull them back. That's low. I'm going to put bug spray on and we're reshooting because that was hideous. So I went inside, sprayed a whole bottle of off on me. Let's see how we do now. If I keep shooting like I just did, we have a major issue. Talk this big talk about shot, and then I do this. But hey, we all know we all have our nights. I'm not going to hide it from y'all when I have a bad night. A little up, a little right. You guys watch me. I try to stop my motion again. Something I got to work on. Keep this a clean motion. And I'm not doing that right now. There we go. That one felt a lot better. I think I see it might be in the hole, in the dot, maybe lower right, lower left side of it. All right, that one was just under it a little bit. That one was a little under that. I'm sure a little low as well, so I messed with my sight. Get this really dialed in for you guys. Make another video. I just want to see the feel. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practicing with my inside little practice draw thing I made. That one felt good. Hey, all of them have been kill shots. So we're getting better. As long as you're getting better, right? We're gonna shoot 3, see if we can get them in the white. And we're gonna go inside and call it a night. Keep stopping my motion. I think that one's good. Could be bad. A little low, I see it, but I think it's in there. A little low. That one wasn't ready. Heck, we're gonna do 2. Michael Jordan probably didn't skip out on 2 shots. He probably did his count, so I might as well do my count, right? That one felt good. Can't really see them. I can see a cluster of them, but last shot for the night. Boom. Like a newbie, I didn't hit record. Decent group. I think I like the hinge, the Stan Lynx. Go check it out, guys. It makes a great hinge. Leave your comments below what you think about the hinge. Next video, I'll be shooting a little bit farther bonds and show you my progress. Thanks for watching, you guys.